What's up guys, and welcome back to another video for me. And as usual, it's Friday, so that can mean only one thing. It is Forza Friday, and today we've got yet another build and tune for you guys, and hopefully it's going to be a build and tune with a bit of a difference that you guys are going to enjoy, because as you can see on screen, we have the Mitsubishi Evo 8, and if we just flick into Forza Vista, you can see we have a custom paint job on this. This was done by AXT Tempest. Some of you who have watched my McLaren, or the latest McLaren video, will know that he did the paintwork for that as well. And we've actually managed, or we've come to a little partnership deal where he's going to do some paints and liveries for some of my upcoming building tunes. So hopefully in the future, not only will I be able to give you guys a awesome building tune to make for yourselves, but also on AXT Tempest will also give you an awesome paint job to go with it. So we'll just have a little roll around, so you can see loads of awesome custom liveries on this. He's put S2 logo on there. He's got Rock King 3 on there. He's got my gamer tag on there, and quite a few things. And I'm sure you'll agree, this does look absolutely awesome. Can't quite see it, but there is a big S2 logo on the roof over there as well. So yeah, this was done by AXT Tempest. Just zoom in on his gamer tag. So if you put that in the search function for the paints, you'll be able to find this for this car, and I highly recommend you guys go and download that, and also give it a like as well when it asks you to, because it is an awesome paint job. So yeah, every Friday from now on, whenever I release a building tune, there will also be a paint job, and if you look on AXT's Tempest storefront, or the equivalent of it on Forza 5, you'll be able to find the paint job and download it for yourself as well. He's got quite a few good ones anyway. I know he's got for this one, he's got one for the Toyota GT86, the McLaren, the Golf Type R, I think it is as well. So if you've got a few cars, just put his name in the search function and you will not be disappointed with the paints you get. Anyway, onto this car as well. This is the Evo 8, as I said previously. It is four-wheel drive, and for this video I'm going to try something a little bit new rather than do the video. And I do apologise if you can hear the ice cream music in the background. It is quite warm where I am today, and the ice cream man's taking full advantage of it. If you can't hear it, then you're probably wondering what the hell I'm going on about. But anyway, yeah, this car is four-wheel drive. It is A-Class, and for this video, I'm going to do it live rather than do all the editing. So if you guys prefer it this way, just leave me a comment below and let me know. Or if you prefer the ones with snazzy intros and all the little bits, let me know as well. Or maybe we could mix them up and do different ones each week. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, and I'll try and keep it to the best ones for everyone. So then, right, let's get on to the car. So we'll go to the upgrade shop. As I said, this is in A-Class, so that's A700. And as we always do, we shall start with conversions. So conversion engine swap we've got in this is the stock powertrain. So we haven't upgraded the engine at all. I did try messing about with it, but it didn't work with that one, so I left it as that one. Drivetrain swap, we've gone with the stock drivetrain, which of course on Evos is four-wheel drive. So something a little different for A-Class, because I don't think I've done an all-wheel drive A-Class car yet, so this is kind of cool. Engine upgrades, air filter. Air filter is the street intake, so it's the first option. Fuel system is stock. Ignition is stock as well. Exhaust is the race exhaust to make it nice and loud. Cams are race cams. Valves are race valves. Pistons and compression are race. Turbo is race as well. A big whopping turbo in there. Intercooler is stock. We never use that if we can get away with it. Oil and cooling is stock as well. Same for that. Adds more weight than power. And flywheel is the sports flywheel. So that should be all the engine upgrades done in one. Platform and handling. We shall have a look at the brakes, and the brakes are race. Springs and dampers are race as well. Front anti-roll bars are race. Rear anti-roll bars are race as well. Roll cage is stock. I haven't added anything to do with the roll cage in there. And the weight reduction we've got on this is race. So that's all those done. We shall move on to the drivetrain. Clutch, as always, we've left it the stock clutch. I use manual with clutch, so I don't use that, and I save the PI and spend them elsewhere. Transmission is race transmission. Driveline is race. And finally, differential is race as well. And the ice cream man's just doing another rounds by me. Tyres and rims. Tyre compound we've got on this is the sport tyre compound, so we haven't gone with the race tyres. We've left it with sport. A little bit of difference. We get a bit more power out of it that way. And four-wheel drive cars, I find, don't usually need, unless you get in the higher classes, to have the full race tyre on anyway. But for this, it seems to work out fairly well. Front tyre width is max, and rear tyre width is max as well. And the rims, I believe I've got on this, could well be the stock ones. Let me just have a look. No, they're not the stock ones. I can never remember which wheels I've put on, so we'll have a look. The rims we've gone for are those ones, the BBS RK. There may well be other ones you can use as well. In fact, you can probably use that one and save an extra £1 if you want to improve that car a little bit. Go with that one, and maybe a few others as well. Yeah, got a few options of what wheels you can use anyway, and save a little bit of extra weight. I usually like them ones, but not on this occasion. So they're the rims I've used. Rim size for these is stock on the front, and on the rear we have stock as well. So that leaves us one last thing to do, and that is look at aero and appearance. Front aero is the Forza Race aero, and the rear wing is the Forza Race rear wing. So full aero on this car as well, to counteract the fact that we're not using race tyres. Just gives you that little bit of help along the way. So that's all the parts added for this car. I'll just click onto something to show you the stats. So you got 6, 7, 5, 5, 9. 9.9 for launch, which you expect with a four-wheel drive car, and braking is 6, and it's rocking 530 horsepower and weighs 2,500 pounds, so it's not too bad on the power to weight ratio either. It is fairly good. I will say this car probably isn't best suited for the high speed tracks. It is probably more suited for the likes of Prague and the tight and twisty ones, maybe Laguna Seca as well. So as always, don't get blasting it down Le Mans and wondering why cars are overtaking it, because it's not built for top speed. So we'll have a look at the tune we've got on this as well. So tyres, front and rear, I haven't altered those at all. 30 seem to work pretty well for me, front and rear, so that's what I've left them at. I did mess around with them, but the default values seem to be the best for me. But if you guys change them and you feel for you that it handles any better, then let me know and I'll give that a whirl as well. I may not have just tried the right combination, but as always, just leave me a comment below, guys, and let me know what you find out. Gearing, the gears you've got on screen there are 3.74, 3.99, 2.49, 1.8, 1.4, 1.15 and 0.96. Apparently good for 171.9 miles an hour and does 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, so not too shabby at all. Alignment, front camber we've got minus 2.5, rear is minus 2. Front toe is 0.1 and rear toe is 0.4, with a front caster angle being 6.1%. And to roll, I've got 16.52 and 32.11. Springs are 602.6, 586.4. Ride height is dropped to the deck, so that's 5.3 front and rear. Damping is 9.9 and 9.3, and bump is 5.8 and 3. Aero 100 and 247 for the rear, so got a little bit less aero on the rear and max on the front. Braking, as always, you guys can set these up however you like, but I found the best for me was 47% and 107%. And differential, right, front acceleration is 9 and front deceleration is 0. Rear acceleration is 76 and rear deceleration is 82, with the torque split being 57% to the rear. So that should give you the benchmark figures on the left. So it's not too bad. It's pretty fast off the line. It has got a massive top speed, but the acceleration on it does kind of make up for it. That's why it's probably better for the short tracks and the tracks that need acceleration over pure flat out top speed. But what I'm going to do with this as well, because today was... I've finally got the download for the new track pack, which is the Venice, not Venice Beach, Long Beach. I keep getting them mixed up. Long Beach track pack. I am absolutely useless with names. The Long Beach track pack. I am going to actually go and drive the Long Beach track for the first time. Now, I haven't even ran this track yet. I haven't even ran this track on any other racing game that I can remember. So this could be kind of interesting. It might not showcase the car in its best light. We'll go with the full circuit, see it in all its glory. Yeah, it might not showcase the car in all its glory because it'll probably be down to driver error and not knowing where to turn. But hopefully we can kind of give it a run and see how we finish. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this track. For some reason it wouldn't download into my Xbox yesterday, and I went to about 8 o'clock our time and I just give up in the end and went and played on PC for a bit. But yeah, finally got back from work today and it downloaded straight away, so luckily we can do it. And I'm also going to be doing a video on the new cars as well. I'll try and get that up, and a new announcement about my website as well. I've added a new page as well, which is some tuning reference guides. So anything I find that help with tuning, whether it be in real life or Forza related, I'll stick on there so you guys can just use it to look at what helps when. And if you guys want to have a look over that now, there's one on there which I find really helpful, and it tells you what to adjust on the car to get different things, whether it's oversteer, understeer or whatever you need. I highly recommend going to have a look at that because that helps me out quite a bit. Right then, let's rev her up and let's get ready to take her for a little bit of a spin. So straight away, so this track is kind of closed in. It does feel kind of cool. I'm not too sure which way we're going to be turning first. Looks like it's going to be a left on the map, so we'll see how we go. Might take me a lap to kind of find my bearings on the track a little bit, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I've even done half a lap on this track. I do like this quite a lot. It is the sort of track that I like. A good thing about this car, you can get on the power quite early. And when you get on the power, it does force the back end around, but not as much that you lose traction or lose too much back end, so you don't end up spinning around. It does kind of push the car around the track quite nicely, which is how I like to tune my wheel drive cars, so I get as much acceleration out the corners as possible. Gear changes probably aren't the best for this, so I'm going to get used. I say this is the first time I've ever driven this track on any racing game. I imagine the drifters like this track quite a lot. Might be able to get see what sort of top speed we can get out of this. Maybe look what sort of lap time I do as well. So it probably won't be anywhere near the top of the leaderboards if we were to have a look. Yes, first impression of this track, I do like it a lot. I can see me doing this on an upcoming Gumball event as well. So I haven't tried the variations, but I think if they're as good as this one, then it's definitely going to be a Gumball track, this is. I can't tell you how much I want to... Oh, my bad. I can't tell you how much I want to handbrake it around that corner. I might give it a whirl on the next lap. See if we can kind of drift around that corner. Now, I'm not the best at drifting, as I'm sure a fair of you have seen from my red versus blue drift video. I have been practicing, and I have been trying to build a RX-7 drift car as well, which I'm about 80% of the way through, which, if I'm happy with it, I may release it as a special one-off build and tune. So if you guys fancy a drift car from me, or an attempt of a drift car, just getting the back end out there, then just let me know below again in the comments, and if I can learn to drive properly. If I get enough comments, or if you guys want it, I'll try and bang it up there, and one day I might even do a drift event. Maybe do it as like a qualifying event for the Gumball as well. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, so as I say, this probably isn't showcasing this car to its highest extent, being the fact that I've never driven this track before. But overall, the car does pretty well on here. Its corners aren't too bad. I always find with four-wheel drive cars you do get a bit of understeer with them, and this one doesn't seem like it has that much of a problem locking the brakes up. I mean, you can get on the power nicely, and it brings the back around just enough to keep you on the power and keep control. So it is not only a relatively... Oh, I missed the handbrake. It's more of a fun car to drive than anything. I don't know how competitive it will be in lobbies, but if you guys want to try something different to just have a bit of fun, then I'll definitely recommend giving this car a go. So there we go, 1:39.54. And looking at the lap time, I'm in the wall. So I'm not even sure where that leaves us. Let's do a little handbrake and park us up facing the wrong way. So yeah, 1:39.54. Let's have a quick look and see where that would have put us on the Rivals event. 1:39.54. Got to remember that. 1:39.54. I'm probably about 10 seconds off or something like that. I'd imagine. Imagine I'm miles away from being anywhere in the top 1,000. Hopefully, we'll be able to give it a blast in a few of the cars as well. So I'm trying to build my A-class collection of building tunes because I haven't done that many of them. I was kind of lacking in A-class. I'm trying to bring something different rather than just do standard same cars for the same class as well. So hopefully I'm getting a little bit of a mix going on, and hopefully you guys are enjoying that as well. So let's have a look. 1:39.54. Yes, quite far away. Quite far away. That seems to be a good selection of cars that's currently in the top 100. So there's looks like there isn't a definite leaderboard car on this at the moment, unless I missed it at the top when I was scrolling down. Come on, I wish there was a way to scroll. I can't scroll down power page. Or can I? I can. Aha, even better. Where are we now? Where are we now? Load up. Load. Nowhere near it. Yeah, lots of people in the top high 120s. Come on, load on me. Load faster. So we're in the top 1,000. So that's not too bad. For the first one on that track in that car, 1:39.4 to be in the top 1,000 out of 5,105 people. I dare say we could improve that quite a bit with a bit of practice. So there's a little challenge for you guys as well. If you want to take, doesn't have to be this car, it could be any car you want. 39.54 is the target. So if you beat it, let me know. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you hit it as well. So there you go, guys. That's the build and tune for this car. As I say, all the build and tunes that come up in the future will hopefully have an awesome paint job on them from AXT Tempest as well, which I'm sure you guys will absolutely be wowed at because he's a pretty damn good artist. And a new way for me to do a video this week rather than do a live recording and then edit it to hell. Just sort of do a live one and keep it real a little bit. Always about keeping it real. So there you go, guys. As always, if you enjoyed this, feel free to hit the like button or the share or the subscribe if you haven't already. And have fun, guys, with Forza or whatever Forza games you're doing. Oh, there's also, before I go, guys, new updates to Titanfall. You can now do private matches. So for those of you who have Titanfall, I'll be doing some Titanfall stuff, private matches soon as well. So you guys can all get in and we can all shoot the shit out of each other in robots. Awesome. Yeah, anyway, back on track before I get distracted again. Have a good one, guys. And until next one, I'll see you guys soon.